Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 116.
Today is a very special day. It is our 6th anniversary. We are going to be celebrating a little bit later on today. But first, we're going to go ahead and start the day off by getting ready for Dapper Day coming up tomorrow. See, we have our outfits, or at least what we think we want to do for our outfits, already picked out. But we kind of live out of suitcases, which means things tend to wrinkle just a little bit when you store them. So we spent quite a bit of time this morning trying to get those wrinkles ironed out and get the clothes ready for tomorrow because we don't want to have to think about it in the morning. We want to get up and just get on our Dapper Day clothes. Right around lunchtime, we headed down the hall to Roaring Fork, which is the main quick service there at Wilderness Lodge. And they had set up by the kitchen all these different plates to show you the different type of food that they had, which was really, really helpful because we honestly didn't know what we wanted. We just know we really enjoyed that bison burger yesterday, and we wanted to try something different because it's a different quick service location. We didn't want to get the same thing 2 days. Well, we did want to get the same thing 2 days in a row, but we weren't going to. We're going to try something new. So Alyssa opted for the turkey sandwich there because she usually likes turkey sandwiches.
And it was really good. This is exactly what I wanted. Not something super heavy, but enough to fill me for the rest of the day until dinner.
And if you've ever been to that area around Wilderness Lodge, you realize it smells a lot like smoked meats because there's a giant smoker right out back. And I was smelling that and I decided I was gonna go with the pulled pork barbecue sandwich and give that a shot. Absolutely love this. I think I slightly prefer the sauce they have over at Whispering Canyon over this one, but either way, it was a great sandwich, and I think we did really well for lunch here. We didn't get any dessert, but we did look at all the desserts they had set out because they had a ton of different specialty desserts. Several of them we were very tempted to get, but of course Alyssa couldn't really eat any of them, so we opted not to, even though they had a great specialty macaroon that was a Briar Rose Gold, which was the current color of the merchandise line they were promoting. And they also had an adorable little campfire cupcake that was set up for making s'mores. Even had a little stick with a marshmallow on it. Super cute. One. Lots of detail. Even had little chocolate rocks around the fire too. I love the detailing on that one.
Once we finished lunch, we did head over to the buses and take a bus to Disney Springs because this is round 2 of watching Avengers Endgame. We did see it last night. It was incredible, amazing, all the awesome words you can think of. We loved it. But that was just absorbing the main story, just seeing everything that happens in the Endgame. Now we're going to see all the little hidden things that you miss the first time you watch it. Those little one-liners that mean something later on, but you didn't know it meant something the first time you saw it. All those little Easter eggs hidden here and there. And we really enjoyed watching this time because we were probably the only ones in the theater that had already seen the movie. So we got to enjoy it with all the people who are seeing it for the first time and all the amazing reactions with us knowing what's about to happen. And of course we didn't spoil it for anyone, but we still enjoyed seeing it again and getting all those fan reactions while we're watching it for the second time and seeing all those great little things that Marvel is so good at hiding in the movies.
Disney has so many movies coming out this year that we actually signed up for the AMC A-List, which lets you see an unlimited number of movies in any given month, and that was one of the reasons we were able to see Endgame back to back. Now, I normally do like to see blockbuster movies back to back, like Endgame or Infinity War or the Star Wars movies, just because I find that, like she said, the first viewing, you kind of absorb the story. The second viewing, you get to catch all those little hidden details, and A-List made that really affordable for us because it was basically the cost of like 2.5 movie tickets, and we were definitely seeing at least 2 movies a month with all the premieres that are coming out this year. So it worked out really well and actually saved us a little bit of money in the long run.
After the movie, we did go outside and take another picture, this time during the day, so it does look a lot better because you can see us more at the Step and Repeat. And then we headed to dinner somewhere we've never been before but was highly recommended by quite a few different people. So we made reservations here at the Boathouse, and we ended up getting a beautiful seat outside right when the sunset was going down. We had an amazing view at the water, the sun. It was awesome, and we had an incredible meal.
When we got seated, the first thing we noticed was that our menu was actually dated. They had printed it off just for today, so I had to take a picture of that and keep it as a keepsake because it's our anniversary. It's kind of cool to have the date on the menu. Started looking things over, and honestly, we don't even know where to start. This is a really big menu. There's a lot of really good looking food on this menu, so we asked our server for a couple recommendations and to give us somewhere to start with at least, because there's just so many things to choose from here.
Of course, the first thing we asked about were the drinks, because that's the first thing we're starting with. Due to the fact that I don't drink soda, I can't have food coloring, and I don't like tea, my options are pretty limited, so I usually go with water. The server insisted that there must be something I can have, and he asked about lemonade. I said, well, I can have lemonade, but it has to be a natural lemonade, like a homemade. It can't be something that's from a powder. And he goes, I don't think we have that, but let me go ask. Well, sure enough, someone else comes back, and he's a manager, and he said, I understand that you need lemonade for a drink. I was like, well, I don't need it. It's just, it would be nice if I could have it, but if you don't have all natural, that's totally fine. He goes, well, I was actually a bartender for 10 years, so I know how to make a really good homemade lemonade, so I'll be right back. Sure enough, he shows up 5-10 minutes later, and he had handmade me a glass of lemonade. He squeezed the lemons, he put sugar in it, the whole shebang, and he stood there while I tried this amazing glass of lemonade, and it was so good. It was so
really
refreshing. It was amazing, and it was so sweet that he took the time to do that for us. I was blown away, and we haven't even ordered anything yet besides this drink. That's all I've gotten.
Now, shortly after that, thanks to the server's recommendation, we did get our appetizer. We decided to try the Lobster Bisque because I have a hard time passing that up anytime I hear it or see it, because number one, I love it, and number two, Studio C is amazing. Now, this was an appetizer to share, but it also is mostly for me.
Mostly
So
for me.
Alyssa did try it, and you did like it.
I did. It was really good, but I was saving room for the main entree, so I did not want to fill up on this because while it was good, it wasn't like my favorite thing ever. So I'm waiting until the main entree comes.
I had no problem with that because I was more than happy to finish off the entire bowl. It was really, really good bisque. Then for entrees, I ordered the petite filet mignon, which I was really hoping would be really, really good because I've heard great things about the steaks here at Boathouse. So I was fingers crossed this is going to be a really good filet. And oh my goodness, it did not let me down. This thing was so tender. It was cooked perfectly. It had just that little bit of char. Oh, it was so good. I was very happy that the server pushed this because I was leaning more towards like a strip steak or something. And it's like, well, if you're going to get a steak, you really got to get the filet here. And they were the same price. One was just slightly smaller. I was like, I'll go with the server's recommendation because normally they won't steer you wrong, and he definitely did not steer us wrong.
And I got the pasta with lobster, and this was incredible. Exactly what I wanted. Sometimes when you order things with lobster, the lobster can be really overpowering, so you don't get to enjoy all the other flavors in the meal because all you taste is lobster. This did not do that, however. Everything blended so well together. And we have this amazing view from where we're sitting. We have this great meal. It was just a wonderful way to spend our anniversary. We also did get a side of asparagus because I do love asparagus and I wanted to eat some greens. And Robert got his favorite, mac and cheese.
I mean, they told me they put the mac and cheese in these little crocks and made it all individual. I can't turn that down. It sounded amazing, and it was. It was really, really good mac and cheese. Then as the sun was setting, it was time for desserts. And once again, we left it to our server's recommendations because Alyssa knows she wants something chocolate. I don't have a clue what I want. I just want something off the dessert menu that's not what she's getting because I want something of my own. The server recommended the key lime pie in a jar for me. It was a mason jar with key lime pie in it, and I'm a big key lime pie fan, so I was looking forward to this one. Once again, our server's recommendation knocked it out of the park. This was perfect for me, exactly what I wanted. Alyssa's not a big fan of key lime pie, and that's fine because, again, I get to eat all of it if she doesn't want any.
And I got the triple chocolate layer cake, which was amazing. It had a side of raspberries. It was so good. It was the perfect size for the ending of a really heavy meal that we had, and not super sweet, which I didn't want something overpowering at the end of all this. So it was amazing. They also made sure to write happy anniversary on our plates, which was super sweet and adorable. We love that so much. And the table next to us saw it and thought it was really cute. And so we asked them if they would take a picture of us with our happy anniversary plates. And they also asked if we wanted a picture with the sunset because it was so pretty out there. So they took that for us as well, and we greatly appreciate that because otherwise we would just have selfies of us the whole day.
Overall, I'd say this meal was a complete success. All the people that have raved about it and told us it's so good, I feel like they weren't lying.
Right.
They definitely got it right on this one. This was a good choice for our anniversary. Loved it. When we were done, we headed back over on the bus to Wilderness Lodge, and we went for a walk because it's a beautiful evening out. This is that perfect time of year where it gets nice and warm in the daytime but not overbearingly hot, but then the evenings are still cool and comfortable and great for going on walks. And we're at Wilderness Lodge, which is one of our favorite resorts, so we went walking around the resort and just enjoyed a few laps around there before heading back to the room. And that was the end of our day today, so we will see you tomorrow
For Our Year with the Ears.